Hey, what's up, good peoples? All right. So, for those of y'all that know what's up, your girl has come up with her own app, board game. Well, it's not a board game yet. It will be. But dog, well, my connection acting weird. I pay my internet bill. So I wanted to set up and kind of show y'all a little bit about the game that I created. I've been kind of back and forth about, telling y'all, talking about a little bit, but I haven't really shown y'all like, actual session. I think I did like one time I was in the vans. So I'm just going to go over a little session today. So if you guys aren't doing anything, feel free to join us. So, I'm doing this video really basically to show how the game works. I do have a couple of other things that I got to show because what I've decided to do is to make it available mainstream as well. So what that means is anybody basically will be able to buy into the game if they wanted to. Oh shit. I cannot remember what this pattern was. Sorry. Okay, so I was thinking about playing some music, but I'm scared now because, dang, it cut me off the other day when I was on there on live. So, like I was saying, sorry. Okay, so I'm doing this video because I wanted to be able to show, like, the game in session. So, for the most part, I'm getting ready to make it to where anybody can host the game in session for guests or stress. So I wanted to show you guys how you can host the game while you are at home. You will be able to buy the app for a fee, and you can host as many game nights or game shows as you want from your home. You don't have to join us in person for our live sessions. Obviously, you want to because they're super lit. But I just wanted to show you guys a little bit about the setup, the user interface, and all of that, and how it works. So those of y'all that don't know, I do have a little bit of a background, I should say, in engineering. So I have a couple of degrees, information systems degrees. So coding is not entirely new to me, but it's not ever something that I was doing professionally. So I was super rusty with trying to put these apps together and build them. The first one, man, I probably built it like 4 different times because I kept messing it up, and I don't know enough about what I did to find it because you're dealing with 600 and 700 lines of code, and all I really know is HTML and JavaScript. So I gotta like go the super long way to do stuff versus if I had like a Python or C# or whatever, I probably would have been able to do it a little faster. But it's all good because I got the job done. So I come from the information age where the .coms were brand new to the industry. So with that in mind, everything that I build, that I know how to build on the app side, is going to be a website. So that's important information for you guys that are going to be purchasing this. It is a website. It's a web-based application. It's not a mobile-based application. Yes, you can play it on your cell phone, but the way you would generally access it is going to be on an actual hosted website. That's how I was taught. So I'm old school. I gotta learn how to get a mobile so you can just go to your app store and download it. That's the part that's new for me because it's a different process. So, but in the meantime, between time, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So what I do know how to do and do well is make websites. So I have a website-based application for a game called Guess or Stress. Originally, this game was supposed to be called Know It or Blow It, but I ended up changing the name to it because of some proprietary things that were already out there. So I don't know if you guys noticed, I put it out there and then I hurried up and pulled all the videos and everything off, and it was because I didn't want to be a part of any kind of copyright infringements. Okay, so I had to change the name, change some of the copy, and now you have us back up and running as Guess or Stress. Okay, 2 things. When you buy this application or access to the website, because everything is password protected, so you can't just go up there and access it. You actually have to type in a password in order to be able to get to the site. Okay, I know you're seeing the site right now. This is just a mirror of the website. It's not the actual production ready website. I don't know if you guys can see that browser or not. So, but when you purchase the app, you will get access to the private server that this is on, and you'll be able to access the website and play there. So as the host, there'll be 2 things you're going to need: your laptop and a screen. Now, you can do this if you have a Apple like tablets or iPad or whatever. Like, it works on all of those things as well. What you want is the ability to be able to do what's considered an extend. Now, I'm not a Apple person, so I don't know all of the wording for it, but I know if you're a Windows based thing, you're going to go into your settings, you're going to go into your systems, and you're looking for a display, and you want to set your display to extend, and you're going to extend to 2 different monitors. Okay, we have a reason why we're doing that, and I'm going to flip this camera around here. I'm going to flip this laptop around and show you why. So when you extend, it's going to give you the option to assign which screen holds what. So when you first get the app, you'll go in, you'll log on as the host, you'll pick your question, you'll name your teams, you'll do all of the things. And once you've done that, you can come in and join the game session with the game ID that it'll create for you. So you'll have 2 separate like browsers on your screen, and you will just simply grab one, which will be the audience view, and you'll drag that to the screen. What do you mean, Candace? So right now, if you notice, my screens are kind of mirroring each other, but they're kind of not. I have a whole panel over here with information. This is what's called the host panel, okay? So this is what I'm using to flip the tiles so that this will display the answers or whatever. So right now, the question is, I don't know if you can see because it's all yellow. The question is, name a line dance that everybody knows, right? Yeah, you can see it now when it goes to blue. Name a line dance that everybody knows, okay? And behind each one of these little tiles is answers to line dances that everybody knows. Well, on my hosting view, I have, I done messed up. Oh, there we go. Okay. So on my hosting view, I have all of the answers up top. Then I have the controls to where I can say, oh, they got the wrong answer. That's a strike. So if I do that, let's just do it real quick. I'll hit this and you will hear the strike buzz, okay? So right now, Team Yellow or Facebook team just got a strike. And if you can notice here, it's counted the strikes. And you also get that in your host view. I can say the audience just clapped. Okay? So now the audio is going to play through your television that. So we got a couple of other things here. This is how you end the round. I don't know if you guys have ever watched Family Feud or anything, but the team has the ability to steal all the points. So you have that. Team A can steal all of the points, or Team B. You can end the session, and then if you just want to reset the game or reveal the answers or whatever, you can do those things, okay? So I just reset the game because I didn't want to give nobody an unfair strike that they didn't earn. So that's why the setup is so important, you guys. You have the host view, which actually controls the panel, but then the audience view is what you want to be able to put on your screen. So whatever it is that you need to do to be able to, I don't know what it's called, like a drag and drop. That's how Windows does it. I'm assuming Apple capability, you probably can, Apple so codes, you probably could just tell it, hey, move the screen too, and it'll go do that shit. I don't know. So, but that's basically what we need. You want to be able to host 2 different views. So that is why you want to set your settings to extend if you're on Windows. Now, I will probably update this information at a later date and time to get people to know how to set it up. If you have Apple or iPad or whatever. We'll probably end up doing this exact same setup, okay? So, next what we're going to do, okay? So name a popular dance. So this is where you would ask your party goers or whoever is you hosting game nights, whoever is there with you. Okay, name a line dance that everybody says. So Team A or Team Blue or Team We Got the Smoke. So, oh, that's important. So as the host, you can name the teams. You can name them whatever they want. So they come up with their own name for their teams. Okay, that's customizable. So are the questions. You could put in your own questions and answers, or you can pick from the library. I'll show that at a later date and time. Okay, so say the question from Team A, or we want the smoke. They said, okay, name a popular line dance that everybody knows. They like Tamia. Okay, everybody knows Tamia. So that ain't the name of the dance, but whatever. So I hit Tamia on the host view, and it just flipped the tile on the screen. I was flipped over backwards, probably because I'm on. I can't see it. It's probably backwards. But anyway, this tile, I don't know if you guys seen it. It did an animation, and then it revealed and changed a different color, okay? So it also, this is worth 52 points. It took those 52 points and put them up here on the yellow team. Now, you will always know what team's turn it is because it'll be beaconing like this. There's an animation there to let you know it's their turn, okay? That's very important when you answering questions, okay? So you got the team points calculating whatever. If I keep revealing, it'll keep adding or whatever. So then, if they get 3 strikes, it's the next team's turn. This will automatically switch over. So let me show you guys real quick. Let's give them another answer. Everybody know the wobble. Okay, so you see that little animation flipped around. Now that was worth 42 points. Again, I don't know if you can see that on the screen. There it is. So that's 42 points. So 42 and 52. Now they have 94 points, okay? But we're going to give them some strikes and get the other team, what I say, Instagram. So the left is Facebook and the right is Instagram. We're going to give them a chance to steal. All right. Now, if you notice, now the area that's blinking or doing any kind of animation is the other team. Now, theirs is beaconing and moving in and out and shrinking and expanding, okay? Because it's now their turn. So, just like in a traditional game show that we all know and love, if this team answers one answer correctly, they get to steal all 94 of these points, right? Line dance that everybody knows. So now blue team is going to come up and say, whatever, I don't know. What am I doing? Tamia, wobble. Let's say Cupid Shuffle, okay? Is Cupid Shuffle up here? Yes, it is. Okay. So Cupid Shuffle was only worth 10 points, right? So Team Blue score, oh, you can't see this off the screen a little bit, is 10 points right now. But as the host and on a hosting view, they get to steal all the points from the first team. So we're going to come over here on the host view and say steal Team A. Oops. I mean, steal Team B. Okay. So they stole the points from Team A. So now Team A shows 0, or Facebook or whatever has 0. And Team B has 104. Again, it's a little bit off the screen because I don't know, y'all. I just set this up and decided to go with it, okay? So that ends the round. Well, that is the end of this round. So I would come to the host view and I would say end round. That is very important because now both of the team totals up top have zeroed out. But there's a running tally at the bottom that says 104 points. And that's how much they have. Because they got the 94 from the steal and then they had 10 from Cupid. Now, just like a traditional TV show, I want to reveal the rest of the answers that was on these tiles. We want to know, okay, what did they miss? Well, here's how you do that. You come down to your host view again and you say, boom, Enchanted Evening, revealing the answers. Biker Shuffle. Feels so right. Last one. Electric Slide. Okay. So, if you notice, this automatically calculate it and put those points up here for the Facebook team, right? It says 85 again. I don't know if y'all can see over there because, you know, it's animation. There we go. But it's 85. But because I ended the round already, these points are not going to stay there. Okay? So when I hit, not next round, when I hit new round, it'll take that 85 points and clear it off because I've already ended the round. It's very important that when your team steals or don't steal, you hit end round. Now we're going to go to next round or new round. I keep wanting to say next. New round. Now, if you notice, the 85 that was over here is gone now because the app is built to not try and add those points back to the original team. That's why you have to hit end round so that as you reveal what was left over, it doesn't accidentally get calculated to this one. Now, if that happens for some reason, you can end the round and then do it and reset it. But unfortunately, you would have to pick a new question and start over. So it's dire important that you end round before you reveal the answers that nobody picked out, okay? So when I hit new round, guys, or when you hit new round, as the host, two things is going to happen. It's going to zero out the round points, but your team's original tally from the previous round is going to stay in the bottom. It's just going to be in like a little smaller of a text, but it is there. I promise. Y'all just can't see. I'm gonna have to, let me see. Can I turn this a little bit? Yeah. So you probably could see it now. So that was where the original points would be. Okay. So it's small on the bottom, says 104, and it'll automatically pick a new question for you and put it in there. So the next question is, name something you do when it's raining. Well, let's say as the host, I don't really like that question. So you can hit new round and get a completely new question. Same point stayed, nothing happened. Name a way to get to work. I don't like that one either. Now, I thought I put in here where you could pick your own question, but I guess I didn't. So I will have to probably update that because once people get into a certain genre, they may want to stay there. I don't know. And so since it's so many different categories, I have to add that in, but that's fine. But for right now, you can go in and keep changing the question during the rounds until you get a question that you like, okay? You just have to hit new round. Don't hit end round, hit new round. Because your goal is to have 3 rounds total. And whichever teams has all of the points at the end of that new round, that's the team winner, okay? So, if you guys can see, I ain't going to get into that. Okay, so this is the new question. This is the new round. So you would do the same exact thing. So name a black comedian that had a Netflix special. Let's say, okay, I like this question. We're going to play this question. If you notice, this side is beaconing right now because it's this team's turn, okay? If for some reason we don't want it to be this team's turn, we can come down here to our host view and say, can you see that? Well, we could just say switch team, okay? So now that I hit switch team, now the animation is on this side. So it's beaconing and letting me know. It's shrinking and expanding, letting me know that it's this team's turn, okay? Hey, what's going on? Oh, what's up, Cache? This is a game I created. It's an app I made. It's kind of like Family Feud, but it ain't. But it is, but it ain't. It's a little different. Because we got our own questions. You can put your own questions in, and I got like categories or whatever. So, but that's what you would do with this one. So now it's Team Blue turn. Since they won last round, we might let them start this round or whatever. As the host, you can figure out which team's turn it is based on activity, okay? So, you would just literally easily go in and do that. So, just to recap, the host starts the game, picks the question. This generates a game ID. Then the host comes back to the website, joins as a player, puts in that game ID, and it will connect and sync the 2 sessions. So you'll have 2 sessions, one from the host and one from the yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. It's like nostalgic from your childhood. Absolutely. And now it's an opportunity to play it at home if you want to. Like if you hosting game night or whatever, there's an opportunity to be able to host it at home and do your own. So I'm really excited about it. I gotta get it up. Well, everything is up and ready to go. I want to do instructional just to kind of let people know how to start a game. But yeah, I used to, listen, this game was around when I was a kid too. Old school. So, the new question is, name a black comedian that had a Netflix special. And so, well, as y'all know, we really didn't have that many. Now, what I did is I went in and assigned like point values to each of the answers. But I just kind of was winging it, y'all. We just having fun. We ain't trying to be too technical with it. Oh, students versus the teachers. That's a good idea. See, I was thinking like barbershops versus barbershops, or hair salon versus hair salons, or like churches and different motorcycle clubs and stuff like that. But that would be a good idea, especially if we did a because again, I can make up my own question, or the host can make up their own questions. So, it could be educational in the question part of it. That's a good idea. I might put together a question set for the kids and then do like that's going to be hard though, students versus the kids, because it's a generation gap there. So some stuff, the teachers might relate to from their childhood. The kids might not know nothing about it. So it'll really have to be really, really a good mix. But that's a good idea. Let me explore that. I like that idea. I do. So, but anyway, that's how it works, y'all. So you take your HDMI, plug it into your TV, and then you assign the audience view to the big screen or your display. That way, the host view, because again, let me turn it around. This is the one that has all the answers on it, okay? So, really interesting. That was when y'all was going to school on the west side, wasn't it? That was one of them good schools. Or was that in Columbus? That's interesting. That's a good idea. That's a great idea, actually. Especially when it comes to like history. Oh, shoot. Sorry. So that is one thing, you guys. You got to make sure that your laptop don't go dead, or lock up on you. So you might want every now and then touch the screen or touch the cursor just to keep it off, unlocked and open and free flowing. So I did not put in a timer because I felt like that would be a little bit too much pressure on people, but it wouldn't be hard to just set your own timer if you want to limit how long a person has to answer. So that's also something you can add in. Oh, it was in Columbus. Okay. Oh, Kahoot. Yeah, I know that game. Oh, Kahoot used to be a board game. They made it an app. What? Get out. Okay, that's interesting. Okay. Duly noted. Because you know what that made me think about? You know how students have like the 9th grade proficiency? And but see, it's a lot of those things. It's like it's only one correct answer. It's not a display of different answers or something like that. So I would have to figure out questions that have multiple answers, or do a specific educational round where I give you 4 answers and 3 of them is incorrect. It's only one that's right, and then put that in there. Hey, what's up, Coco? You played Kahoot before too? I didn't know it was a app. I've heard of I feel like I thought it was a game, like a board game. Kahoot. I'm gonna have to look into it. It sounds like it'll be fun, but it's just something that, just to keep, pique people interest. I'm always doing some shit. I'm always doing some shit. So we got it. That's a good idea though, Cache. I probably will try to see how to incorporate some kind of learning aspect into it, because I love it. I love it so much. I played Family Feud as a child. I love the concept, and the game is pretty similar. It's some differences there, but you know, I don't know that Family Feud has an app out anywhere. They probably do, but if they do, it don't appeal for us. Like, it ain't our kind of stuff in there. Our questions and stuff got to be something I like. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because that's what I'm saying with what you said. But see, like, you know how at the end of Family Feud they have like a I don't know, like a fast money round. So that wouldn't be hard to build in. And then it can be tests that's on the 9th grade proficiency. Because I don't know if they still doing that, but when I was in school, you had, like, the 9th grade proficiency had like 4 different subjects. And you had to pass all 4 to get, in order to get your diploma and graduate. So if it was a way to gamify the learning surrounding 9th grade proficiency, a lot more kids might be interested in it. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good idea. Especially like history or civics, rather, not history. Civics was a subject that stunted a lot of people. Math too, which math is kind of, you know, it is what it is. You either know that shit or you don't. So that's a good idea. Yeah, maybe I might have to do an educational extension of questions. Yeah, we got I bought I got a whole game show setting set up. We're going to play February 1st. We're going to play in person. I got the backdrops and the tables and the buzzer and the microphones and the whole setup is going to be dope. I tried to do it one time before, but we didn't have enough people show up to actually play. So we're going to do that February 1st. I got tickets on sale and stuff now so people can go down there and either watch from the audience or play on the team. So I'm super excited about that. It's going to be really, really nice. And, you know, Auntie always doing something. You already know I'm always in something, somehow, some way. You feel me? You gotta get this stuff out of my brain and out into creation. I had this idea so long ago and I built it, but I didn't get a chance to troubleshoot it. I just built it, got it out of my head and set it to the side. So now I'm actually coming back and refining it. I actually was able to refine it and get it going. So I'm glad I did this setup for y'all today, because I just saw, you know, another kink that I don't like. I don't want you to have to keep restarting a round or going a new round. I want you to be able to go directly to whatever question it is that you would like to ask. So I got to put a question bank in the host view, so that, or at least the topic, so you can stay in a specific topic. So we shall see. Continuing education units right now, and that was the Institute survey. It need to be interactive for learning. Yeah, because it stays, and if it's gamified and fun, it just makes it that much better and that much more entertaining. Yes, I will. You just gotta let me know when, because it takes some time to find a place where we can set it up at. I'm working on that too, though, because I want to have a place where I can set up whenever I feel like it. But since I don't own any building just yet, I'm kind of limited. But I know the places I go, you know, my Sundays is pretty open at the moment. But yeah, so anyway, y'all, that's it. If y'all want to, you know, we can play a little round real quick before I shut it down. I just wanted to come up and show y'all the game. The question right now, if y'all want to play, is name a black comedian that had a Netflix special. How many people I got on here? I only got one, so I can't even play around. So, all right. Dang, do I want to reveal these answers? I don't think I will. I think I'm gonna keep these for when we do a in-person session. I think I want to leave it. So I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna end the live. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with your girl. I'm super, super excited. This was good. This was fun. I'm loving. Oh my gosh. Why is you doing this? Yeah, I gotta get me a mouse. I got to figure out how to get my cursor. I'm so used to the screens being side by side like this. It's hard, like, to get it from here to there. That shit is weird. But y'all, I appreciate y'all for hanging with your girl. We're gonna have some music and some other things to join as well later on in in time. I have my cell phone here to set up and do some music real quick. But I'm scared to play music right now on my Facebook Live. I don't want to get banned or whatever. But I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for hanging with your girl. And I will see y'all in the next video. I think I need to take this one to TikTok too. So I think I might save it. All right. Peace, love, and light. Oh, I love you too, Coco. Love you, Cache. Y'all be careful. Be safe. God bless.